Hello twin flames and welcome to your Divine Masculine reading for Friday. Fabulous Friday, but not so for the masculines. I feel the masculines are struggling today. They're struggling with people around them. Could be their karmic partner, it could be their boss, could be a friend, could be a family member, could even be you. But people are triggering them for a reason. Remember, everything we go through and experience, there's always a lesson in that. So I feel the masculines today are getting annoyed, but they're not really annoyed at anyone else, they're annoyed at themselves. And remember, when we are annoyed or frustrated, we can lash out, say things we don't mean, because hurt people hurt people. So the energy today for you, Divine Feminine, is shine bright. Shine brighter. Do you, and allow the masculine to deal with whatever he's going through, because he's going through a big transformation right now, a metamorphosis into the person he was born to be. And there's a lot of butterfly energy around that. So if you've been seeing butterflies, whether they are real butterflies or butterflies on social media or, on some clothes or in a shop, it's a sign from the universe that all is well, that this transformation they're going through is normal. There's nothing to fear. Keep believing in this love and knowing that your masculine will find their way. As a Divine Feminine, sometimes we feel that we have to help them and guide them and show them. And the way we do that is by being our natural self and shining bright and being our best version and getting on with our day and doing our thing. And that's how we inspire our twin. We don't have to guide them to watch a video or, to read an article, because the angels do that. The angels guide them and show them the way. And they receive signs in many, many ways through their everyday life, and especially through the experiences they have. So if they have a blow up with someone at work, or, if they're in a relationship and, they're getting triggered by that person, and that came up very strong as well on Tuesday, it's a big, powerful sign of change. Things are changing right now. The masculines are understanding things on a deeper level. They're looking at their life, their job, their partner, the money in the bank, the situation they're in, and they're just thinking, why have I got to this stage? I need to change. And that's what they're doing. So I feel the masculine's going through some heart pain today. They may be experiencing palpitations, heart skipping a beat, because their heart chakra is opening up and expanding so they can express love and receive love and feel love and not put barriers up or walls. But I feel they're putting barriers up and walls around them. So the people they are around right now are receiving, kind of a barriered version of your twin. Whereas you're receiving, a better version of him, because you're connecting on the 5D. And if your masculine is communicating with you, they are, loving you in their own way. And if they are being hurtful or in pain, remember they are going through pain themselves. So in their 3D world, I feel what they're doing is they may be sleeping on the sofa, they may be having late nights, possibly looking at your social media, scrolling through your pictures, imagining and visualizing they're with you. So they're going through a lot right now. So I feel they may be tired and drained, definitely having heart issues today because they're getting triggered easy. But those triggers are healers, because what triggers us heals us and shows the way. So I'm going to bring in a gorgeous deck. This is by our soul sister Ava, and she's gifted this to me. So Chakra Love, raise your crystal vibrations. I'm going to bring in this deck and the Butterfly Oracle, which is all about change. And this is what the masculines are going through right now. So thank you, angels. What do we need to know? What are the masculines going through today? What are the masculines going through today? Thank you, thank you. And then we're going to grab this deck. This is a brand new deck. I haven't used it yet. Wow, okay. Let's see what we need to know. Okay, what's going on that one? Because obviously, there's a lot of cards there, and I feel it's that one because it's a brand new deck. So it had to have a good shuffle. So the message coming through today then, the message is security. And it says to feel more secure, deepen your connection with nature. And this is the root chakra. I'm also feeling though, even though this is the root chakra, it's also connected with the heart, because, the heart is a place where we feel. And the heart is connected with our true self and our authentic nature. What we've come here to do. That's why the angels say follow your heart. Because when you follow your heart, no matter what, even if it makes you feel vulnerable or you feel you make a mistake, you're always on the right path. So the masculine's hearts are opening right now so they can follow their heart to what makes them feel safe and secure. And when the masculines feel that they're not really safe in their heads, if they're feeling pressured or if they're going through anxiety, that's when they can shut themselves off and put barriers up. And I feel that they're working on feeling more secure, more patient, more capable of expressing themselves and, showing you that beautiful expression of love. So to feel more secure, deepen your connection with nature. So the masculines are being guided today to go into the world, go into the garden, go into, I say the shed because my divine masculine's got a shed he goes in outdoors. And he has some, kind of man time in there. He has some masculine time in there. And it frees his mind. It opens him up to his own truth. So going in nature, going for a drive, going in a park, going in woodland, wherever they are guided to go, that's helping them to feel more secure because it brings them back to the now. Because we automatically think of security like money or a home or a car or a job or material things. But in spiritual truth, security is peace. When we feel at peace, we feel secure, we feel safe. We know there's nothing to fear. And we relax about our life and things flow better. So that's the message and the guidance the masculines are receiving today, to get their feet or their roots back on the floor, to go and walk in nature or breathe or have a break from society. So that's what I feel they're doing. And they want to bring more security into your connection. So this is also a double message because remember, you are mirrors of each other. So for you, divine feminine, to feel more secure in your day, go in nature. When you're in nature, you are the closest to heaven, the closest to source you'll ever be, because you can feel all the elements. You feel everything on a very deep level without the distraction of social media or the phone ringing or the computer or people. So when we go out, even if people are around, they're more relaxed and secure in the outdoors. So this is about a calming environment, a calming energy flowing in. And the masculine's realizing what true security is. That true security is peace and love and joy, not material things or money in the bank. And that's what they're realizing. Welcome the new. So they're welcoming this new. They want to welcome the new in, the new beginning, the new start, the new life with you, a new type of love with you. Something that isn't stressed or pained or struggling, something new. They're ready for something new. Even if you weren't around, they still want something new. Okay, that's what you need to understand, that this is something the masculines are doing for themselves on a collective level, which is huge. Obviously, being with you is a bonus. But for them, they are craving something new. They don't want to keep doing what they've been doing for so long. And that affects relationship dynamics. So that will affect their current relationships they have at work or with friends or with family. This affects the dynamic of the connection with you because this is showing you they are freeing themselves up and creating the way to be with you. So relationship dynamics are changing. And that's why there's so many karmic, issues right now with relationships failing, like breakdowns, communication barriers or blow-ups. And this is why they're arguing or they're just wanting to run away. They're needing space. So if they're in a karmic relationship, they're either having arguments with that person or they're just keeping themselves apart from that person, whether that's being in a different room or actually going somewhere else. They want to be away. And I feel just clashes. Clashes at work, even clashes with friends, if they've got close friends, even family members, there's clashes going on because the dynamics are changing. And you may be mirroring that too. You may find that your relationships are changing. Your friendships are changing because when we awaken and open up and, we change our vibration, we naturally move away from anyone or anything that isn't on our level. We've got healthcare change. So there's also a healthcare change for the masculine. Now, what I'm feeling with this as well is healthcare. So maybe they are looking after, a family member, or they're providing healthcare in some way, whether that's from their own self-caring for that person, or they are financially paying for that security. So I feel there's a change coming within healthcare. Now, this could be their own health, looking after themselves, wanting to eat better, wanting to eat more natural foods, or, diet or exercise. So this could also be their healthcare plan, deciding to make a big change within themselves, which always leads to a new beginning. So this is also welcoming the new within themselves. But I definitely feel for someone out there, there's a big change coming with healthcare. And that could mean, someone going into a home, or someone receiving care somewhere else, or someone transitioning to the other side. So this could be a mother, a father, a family member, someone that's may have been a karmic situation in the way, something they've had to learn. Because remember, anything that seems to be in the way is in the way for a reason. It's delayed for a reason. So if your masculine's been spending all their time and attention and energy caring for a loved one, I feel there's a change coming there. So, there's a new start for them. We've got grief work. So definitely some energy around grieving. And grieving is about sadness, loss. So this could also be a healthcare change that creates freedom for the masculine. So I feel that the masculines, some of the masculines out there have either lost someone close to them recently, or they're healing from a previous loss, or they're kind of being made ready for this. And, whenever we go through a big loss, I've lost both my parents, I lost my mum last year, it opens your heart and it expands things, and it helps you to see things a lot different, a lot more differently than we've seen things before. So I definitely feel Archangel Azrael around the masculines in that way today. If there is anything that's coming up where they're going to be losing a loved one, or again, grief work can be welcoming the new, because there's always an ending before a new beginning. So grief work can also be releasing things that they've put time and effort into. Could be a home they love that they want to leave, to start again. It could be a job that they've loved or been in for a long time that now they know they're ready to leave, or could be moving on from their karmic partner, and they may feel a bond with them because of the time they've spent together, years and years, or they may have children together. So they're being prepared for the loss of something old to bring in the new. And old is things they've been doing for a long time. That's the energy I'm connecting with. Yeah, look at this movie. So moving is moving on, moving to a new place, moving the body, change, shifts. And this is what June's all about. Remember, there's all this movement energy. So if you still can't yet see a change, it's happening under the surface. Things are happening under the surface to move things forward. So you may see shifts in other ways. You may see the ground moving in a film, or you may see a volcano, or, an eruption, or you may see an earthquake or something else, whirlwind. We see things that really mirror what's going on if we can't see with our physical eyes what the universe is, showing us. So the masculine is showing you today there's issues and healing taking place, and change and movement occurring around his roots. And the roots are where we put our roots. It could be our home, it could be our life, the things we class as our comfort zone, and that's what he's moving away from. And that's why there's changes in relationship dynamics, because right now there's chaos going on. And that can be reflecting into your connection if your masculine is, being a bit touchy, or, maybe a bit testy, or a bit moody, or maybe they're shouting at you for no reason, or they're getting triggered for no reason, really. Take a step back and shine Divine Feminine, because he has to work through this. Remember that everything they're going through, every experience, is a learning curve. It's happening for a reason. And the masculines are transforming. So he's getting to the root of the problem by following his heart, and that's why he's having, heart chakra activation. The roots can also be connected with the legs and the feet, the hips even, because it's movement, the neck, because we change our minds and we make new decisions and new choices. So anything connected with the root chakra today, anything connected with the feet, the toes, the ankles, the legs, Any issues around that you're picking up on, it's because the masculines are being guided to change, and they know that already. And this is things that we've been talking about for the past few months now. But remember, things are different for everyone. Yesterday I shared a beautiful testimony in the Daily Twin Flame reading, about union. And there are twins coming into union. There's also twins waking up and making changes. So everyone's at different stages of the journey. So you'll be at a different stage of your journey than someone else. But it doesn't mean it's not moving forward. It means everything's on the right path to move ahead. Because the masculine collective energy right now is the same. They want to welcome the new and release stagnancy and make changes. And that's why it's so spontaneous that one day it can seem like nothing's happening and the next day they're calling you up. So breathe. Enjoy this moment. He's showing you things are changing. And have compassion, because he's going through a big change that can lead to grief, and sadness and struggle. So the masculines also, remember, need our compassion to focus on love and to know that all is well, because ultimately they are your one and they are your other half. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.